Yeah, actually, in the last class, we were discussing about the group policies, right? Now you know how to create the group policy and how to enable the settings, whatever you wanted. So today, what I'm gonna teach you is, say for example, there is a request for a group policy creation. The group policy may be to disable the USB for the particular team, and maybe to disable the command prompt for the particular users. Okay, and you don't know where exactly that settings comes. So if you don't know where exactly the setting comes, how can you do that? Because see, based on our experience, we know what settings comes where. Because every day we work on it and we have our hands on and we know which option comes where. But if you don't know anything, how can you get to know where is that option comes? Say for example, in our case, we have this USB requirement. Okay, so we have the USB. You have to know disable the USB and the command prompt. If you want to know where exactly that setting comes, straight away go to Google. Let me pull the screen the side. Yep. Yeah. Straight away go to Google and you can type how to disable USB drive via GPO. You can you can search like this, okay, and you get the steps. You see, it says first need to open the local group policy and then go to the computer configuration and then go to the administrator templates and then system. Under that removable storage, in that right pane, open the removal disk and execute deny is there. You can even do that or just put disable USB from GPO. So then you'll get this kind of thing. Okay, just open it and you will see the graphics also. See, disable USB drivers in the group policy. Just go to gpedit.msc and he has gone the same thing. See here. See, he has gone to the same thing. Administrator templates, computer configuration, administrator template, system, and removable storage access. And there you have removable disk deny execute access. Okay. So let me go there now. Say for example, now you need to do the changes. I'll go to the group policy management and imagine you are an normally admin users they put a lot of documentation transfer from one USB to another, I mean from laptop to USB and USB to laptop or in a computer. So if you do like that, it will I mean increase the risk of security risk. Actually, we don't want anybody to use the pen drive because pen drive and the USB are the one source where we get the virus very instantly. Okay, or the malware malicious things will come into the computer. So now how to edit that? Just go to that group policy admin GPO, right click and say edit. And I was talking about the computer configuration. Go to the policies, computer configuration under the policies, and you have administrative templates. Correct, right? Under that, it was telling me to go to systems. And then if you are confused, you just go and here. See administrative template system and removable storage access. So here somewhere you have removable storage access. Type removable. See it came. And here somewhere you have an option called removable disk deny execute access. Means it will not at all execute. Just enable it and apply. Okay. Now if you try to plug the pen drive, right, the pen drive will not be detected to the users and the computers whatever is present in this particular OU. What OU? The admin OU. Okay. See now whatever computers are present in this admin OU, for them when the user plugs in, any user plugs in the USB stick, it won't detect. Okay. If you want to see the settings, just click on the GPO and go to the settings here, and you see there is an option under the computer configuration, under policies, under administrative templates. See remove system removable storage access, and that we have enabled the settings to deny the execute access. Now if the user try to plug in, he will not be able to detect. And one more thing, this one we need to plug the pen drive and we need to understand. Now one quick thing actually, okay, say for example I want to disable the command prompt for all the users from the admin department. Okay, disable command from GPO. Then it will give you the options. You see, navigate to the user configuration, administrative templates, system, and there you have prevent access to the command prompt. Okay, if you want to see it in the UI, you can just go here and see. You will see the graphics also here. The screenshot will be there, or if you don't have the screenshot, not a problem. This is enough, no? User configuration, administrative template, systems. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go here. I'll go to the same GPO, right click, edit. Okay, and then go to the user configuration, policies, administrative templates, system. Here you have prevent access to the command prompt. See, prevent access to the command prompt. Double click on this. Just double click on this option and click on enable. Yes, disable the command prompt script processing also means there will be couple of scripts, they run automatically every day morning to do some scheduled jobs or some kind of activities. Okay, so if you enable yes, then they even the those scripts also will not be working, so you should always keep it no. I don't want to disable the scripts, I only need to disable the command prompt for the users. Okay, now I have made the settings. You can close this window and you can even see that settings actually where um, see under user configuration, administrative templates, desktop. Okay, one second, let me refresh. See, now it came system, under system disable the prevent access to the command prompt. Now what I will do, I'll quickly go to the PC01 and I will log in as the admin users. So now I logged in as an IT user, but let me log in as an admin user. Admin user. Password is password that 123. I think it is 1234 PASSWRD at the rate 1234. Yep, because we changed the password no last time. See, we are able to see the wallpaper because we have not denied the wallpaper, correct? Now, but what we have done, we have enabled in settings to disable the command prompt. Now, what I will do, I'll go to command prompt and I'll search the command, or I can even just put run the command here. Go to run, type command. Sorry, go to run and type command. Okay, cmd. See, it says the command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. Press any key to continue. Correct, right? Now, if I put any key, it will just go off. That means whatever settings we have enabled, it is working perfectly fine. Now you know how to create a new group policy. Correct? Now it's very simple. Creating a group policy is very simple. Just go to the Active Directory, log into the server first, domain controller. Okay, in the domain controller only you will be seeing the group policy object. Otherwise, no other server will give the group policies. If it is a domain controller, then only there only you see this Active Directory users and computer sites and services, DNS and group policy. These three things will be there in the Active Directory server only, or in the domain controller only. Now open this group policy management to which OU you wanted to apply group policy. Okay, just open the group policy management and go to the OU where you want to apply the policies. Okay, very simple. Just go to IT here. Okay, I'm gonna create one. Create a new GPO in this domain and link it here. Okay, new GPO chumma. Okay, see how easy. Under the IT now the new GPO is there. Now what you have to do, you have to edit this. Edit. Click on edit. There you want what kind of settings you wanted. You want the computer configuration or you want the user configuration. In my case, let me go with the user configuration, administrator templates, system, and there even I can disable the command prompt here. See, disable the command prompt. Okay, see, do not display the getting started welcome screen at the login. I mean, when you sometime login, right, it will tell getting ready, getting started. If you don't want to see that, or any other thing, see Windows updates. You don't want to configure the Windows update. Just double click on it, and enabled means Windows update will not be visible. Okay, you will not be able to see the Windows updates. So like that you can apply whatever settings you wanted to or you wish to have. But in my case, let me put it the prevent access to the command prompt. I'll apply and I will say okay. So this is how you can create the group policy. But now I wanted to check, or I wanted to exclude one particular user. Say for example, you have applied a group policy. What is the group policy? So user should not use the USB or user should not use the command prompt. But we are the IT users. But we are the IT user, but I wanted to run something because I want to access multiple other computers, other servers, to copy something, to execute remotely something. Say for example, if you want to run one command for the 100 servers remotely, you don't need to log into the computers, but you would like to do that in the remote. I mean, by logging it to some one computer, you can control the whole 100 computers. You want to run something, some command you want to run something. That time you should have the command prompt open to you, right? That in this GPO, what I have done, I have disabled the USB, right? Go to settings, command prompt, go to administrator templates, system, and you see prevent access to the command prompt. If I log into this PC01 as IT user, let me log off and log in as IT user to the PC01. There now even the IT user will also will be disabled. I mean, he will also not able to use the pen drive. I mean, command prompt. Okay, password at the rate 123. And if you look at, see how quick it is. Now go to command prompt and type command prompt. It is working. Why it is working? IT users. 1 second. Ideally, it should not be. Okay, let me GP update. What I have to do? I have to pull the latest information. GP update slash force. When you run this command, right, this PC will talk to the domain controller and pull the latest group policy settings. People will ask you how to pull, or how will you make sure the group policies are applied instantly. Then you can run this command called gp update slash force. Means you are telling this computer to forcefully to talk to the domain controller and get the latest information. Okay, now I have run the command. You can just log off and log in again. Send control alt delete PASSWORD at that 123 PA. Let me put it another user. Yeah, Google IT user PA. Okay, and I'll put the password PASSWORD at the rate 123. Now I should be able to log in. Now it will take a while actually. Earlier it was quick, right? Now it is now see now it is trying to talk to the domain controller. Okay, and pull the latest information. Now if I run the command here, see now the policy have been applied. Command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. What I did, I forcefully ran a command gp update slash force, so that the PC01 tried to talk to the domain controller DC01, and it requested whatever policies have been applied for that particular user called IT user, and the domain controller pushed all the latest settings to the PC01 and the user called IT user. Now I want this IT user to not to apply the group policy, and he should be able to read the or open the command prompt even though the policy been applied. Only that particular user should not have. Okay, what I will do, let me do one thing. I'll create one more user here. I'll create one more user so that we can see the difference. I'll go to Active Directory users and computers. This is very very important, guys. Okay, you should know how to exclude or how to do the security filtering. I mean, you want to filter out some user, they should not apply any group policies. Okay, what you can just create new user. Okay, new user, I can just take Bhanu. I'll take Bhanu. Okay, I'll create one user called Bhanu. She's an IT user. Next, password at the rate 123, password at the rate 123, and I don't want to change the password because I'm in the lab environment. I'm okay. See, now the new user called Banu, she got created under IT department, under Bangalore, under India. So we are good. Now we have two users in the environment. What I will do, let me log off here and log in as Banu. Okay, just to be sure, I will make sure it is not working for both, and then I will exclude one user so that you know the difference how it works. Okay, so Banu, password at the rate 123. So this will take a while. Actually, it's the first time we are creating the profile, right? When you are logging in at the first time to a computer, the computer will create a profile for you. That is called as profile creation. Means in the C drive, a new folder will be opened under the C colon slash users. Under the user, there is a folder called Manu will be created. Under that, your desktop, your documents, your downloads, your favorites, all the folders will be getting created. I'll show you them. Okay. If you see here, if you go to C drive here, go to this PC and go to C drive, and you see here under users, if you create users, see, I was all this time I was logging in as the administrator. That is the reason I'm getting single here. But if you go to the PC, right, you will see multiple. You have IT user, you have admin users. Now you will have Banu. For one user, one folder will be created. That is called as profile creation. See, now Banu, she's a new user. I have just created in the OU called IT. See, now Banu has got IT wallpaper. Correct. Now I have not particularly applied because it is already coming from the group policy. Okay, got it. Now now what I will do, let me open the command prompt here. Command prompt should not be open for Banu as well. See, even Banu is also not able to access the command prompt because both IT users and Banu both are in the IT department. Now what I want to do, I wanted to exclude one user not to apply the group policy. Okay, what I have to do, you need to go to the particular group policy to which you don't want to apply. Okay, I'll go to the new GPO, I'll go to the delegation. See, as soon as you click on this any group policy, right, as soon as you click on the group policy, you will see this four options. Scope, that scope will tell you which location or which OU it is linked. This is linked under ITOU, where under google.com/India/Bangalore, under that IT. This is the scope. And details will tell you when it is got created, who modified, when modified, what is the version, what is the whether the GPO is enabled or disabled. See, this information it will give you. Settings is there. Settings will tell you what all settings this particular GPO contains. You can even export this. You can just export it, save report. It will give you the report in the HTML format. You can just see it. You can look it. And the last option you have called delegation. So this delegation, if you look at, this will tell you these groups and users have the specified permission for this GPO. Means whatever users and groups you are able to see here, right? These people or these group of users or the groups have got its own permission. You look at authenticated users, read from security filtering. It is not inherited, means it is not coming from the top level. It is there for this particular new GPO only. Okay, and whatever settings you have defined here, that is actually the local, I mean at the OU level, whatever policy we have applied, those things only. Okay, so now if you look at minimum read permission is there everywhere. Read, edit, read, correct now. There is nothing called denying, correct, right? So whatever users are part of these groups or authenticated users. See, authenticated users means whoever is entering the username and password who belongs to that particular OU called IT. For them also it will applicable. That means it is applicable for everyone who is sitting in this OU called IT. Now what I want to do, I want to exclude one user, maybe Banu. I don't want Banu to disable the command prompt. For Banu, the command prompt should be working, even though the policy is applied. How to do that? You have to go to this delegation tab. Under that, you have an option called advanced here. See, advanced in the corner. Here, what you have to do, you have to add Banu explicitly here, add and type under the google.com, type the user called Banu. Okay. Now Banu has come here. Her ID is there. Now what I have to do? I have to deny it actually. I don't want her to see here. Let me make it full screen. Yeah. I'll go to the advanced option here. Advanced. Okay. And now I will add Banu here. Banu, let me add Banu once again. Okay, under google.com I'm searching Banu. Yes, she's there. Now by default she's getting read permission, but I don't want her to read this. If she read, the policy will be applicable for her. I don't want her to read this particular GPO. Then I'll click on deny here. Right side you have deny option. When you click on deny, she will not be able to control, read, write. No operations can be done by Banu. Means even though the policy is there, she will not be able to read the policy at all. If she is not able to read the policy, how come she will get the policy applied, right? So apply and okay. You are setting a deny permission entry. Deny entries takes precedence over all the entries. This means that if a user is a member of two groups, one that is allowed a permission and another that is denied the same permission, the user is denied that permission. Do you want to continue? Yes. Means it is telling you, it is confirming you, since you are applying the deny permissions. Imagine there are two policies. One policy says disable command prompt. Another policy says enable command prompt. When the conflict comes, the group policy will consider deny as the first option. In the precedence, priority will be one for deny. He will just disable it. That's all. Okay. That is what it is giving the permission warning, and you can say yes. Once you say yes, okay, so you can apply. Now you see Banu, she populated here. Once I added her, her ID is visible here. Correct, na Banu. And you see allowed permission, it's a custom value. It is not read, it is not edit, but it's a custom value. What is the custom value? Custom is nothing but it is deny, because we don't want Banu to read it, read the GPO. Now what I will do, let me go to the PC01, okay, and I'll log off Banu, and I will try to log in again. Okay, now I will just send Control Alt Delete and enter the password for Banu. See, it is now taking some time. Means it is talking to the domain controller now. Whenever you log off, whenever you log in again, the token will be asked for. If you don't log off, if you just lock the screen, the token will be there. See, once the authentication happens with the domain controller, that validity will be there for certain amount of time. See, now Banu is able to open the command prompt. See, she can type ipconfig command. See, ipconfig. She can see the computer configuration. She can even do ns lookup dc01. See, she's able to resolve. She's able to see that dc01 means it is 192.168.190.30. She can even ping dc01. See, she's able to ping the domain controller. Means she can do anything and everything. She can even telnet space dc01, the server name space 489 389 LDAP. Okay, enter. Okay, is in this telnet is not installed, that's okay, not a problem. Okay, but you can do trace route, trace rt, trace route it is. Okay, trace route to DC01. See, it is tracing the route. So the connectivity between my PC01 and DC01, how it is going. If you want to see, if you want to trace the route of that, how the communication is going in which path, you can see the trace route. Okay. So this is how you can do the security filtering. But let me log in now with IT user. IT user will still have the command prompt disabled because we have not excluded IT user from the GPO. The IT user has got his own access. So let me go send control alt delete. Instead of Banu, I'll go with IT user. IT user. Password at the rate 123. Ah. Now, if I open command prompt for the IT user, see he will not be able to open the command prompt. See, it says the same thing. The command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. Press any key to continue. If you press any key, it will get log off. So what I'll do, I'll log off and again log in with Banu's ID and I'll show you some commands. How can you check the group policies? How can you check the GPMC result? All those things. Okay, that those are the basic commands you should know as an engineer. Okay. So instead of IT user, I will log in as Banu and password at the rate 123. Now go to command prompt. If you want to see the group policy result, whatever policies have been applied, okay, if you want to see them, you can just type GP or you can type help, guys. Okay, if you type help, it will give you all the command that you can run here. See here, you have GP result. GP result means display the group policy information for the machine or the user. Means whatever user has logged into this computer, if you simply type GP result, see, it will give you some switches. I mean, it is giving some switches. Okay, you can use some switches. It says minus R. Minus R means displays the RSOP summary. Say for example, GP result slash R. If you put, it will give me what all policies have been applied here. See here, you can see applied group policies are common wallpaper GPO, wallpaper GPO, okay, and new GPO, see filtering. It will tell you filtering is there. For the new GPO, there is a filtering called denied for one user. That kind of information it will tell you. So basically, this will give you what all policies are applied to this computer and user and what is applied and what is denied. Both. You don't need to worry. Say for example, there are some users. All the users are you know able to use the pen drive. Only one particular user is not able to use the pen drive and he is raised a complaint. Everybody is able to use the pen drive, but I am not able to use the pen drive. What you have to do, you have to log into that computer and run this GP result. Okay, and you can see what all policies have been applied. Maybe in some policy you may have some USB, but that particular policy is not there for the other users. That is a catch. Then you have to make a note of that group policy and ask the group policy team. If you have access to the group policy, go to that particular GPO and understand why it is disabled for particularly for him. Matlab, was he able to was he using a lot of pen drives and putting the virus, and was he making any noise, and because of that we have disabled the USB. You have to understand the root cause why, what is the reason for disabling the USB for that particular user, and based on the approvals you can enable it. Okay, so that is how. Another one is, if I put GP result, you can see slash remote specify the remote system to connect to. Means if you want to connect remotely, okay, say for example I'm here. Okay, what you can do, you can just minus space slash yes. It will tell you which computer you want to connect. Means remotely, if you want to see, for example today I'm here sitting here and you have your own computer, your computer name is PC02. What I can do, GP result slash s, maybe your PC02, I can put it like this. If you put, it will remotely connect to that particular computer, your computer, and it will pull the information and give it to me. Okay, and the important one is GP result minus H. Okay, I'll clear the screen. GP result slash H. One second. GP result. See, I was just giving the speech, but I was not giving the what is that file name. So you can specify if you want to see the GP result exported, you can just tell GP result slash H. H means it is exporting the report. Okay, where you want to store C colon maybe slash under that user. Okay, under that Bhanu. Okay, Bhanu. Under that maybe desktop. If you under that there is a file called gpo.html. If you run this, you are pulling the information access. I don't have access, that is the reason it is not happening. So what I can do in this, if I have D drive, I'll put it in the D drive or E drive. Wait, let me create a folder called temp, and temp will have okay, now let me put it in temp. GP result slash temp. Under that gpo.html. See, it is exporting, generating the report, it's stored. Now if I go to the folder what I created now, temp, right? Inside the temp you see GPO. You can double click and see. Yeah, you see here GPO, whatever GPO has been applied, you can see that. See GPO, this one is applied, linked it here, and you can see everything. You can whatever is applied here. Okay, wallpaper also applied. Everything can be seen here. Denied GPO is which one, applied GPO is which one. You can see the policy, see Google policy is there, right? And you can see the wallpaper GPO 01. Okay, you can see everything here. So this is how we will export the GP result. So with this, I think almost we are done with the group policies. So now you know how to create a GPO, how to apply a new settings, and how to now you understand how this group policy inheritance happens, like the LSD, OU, local site, domain, and OU level. And then now you know how the deny permission will overrides the conflicted value. And if you want to if you want to exclude one or two users from the GPO, you can even do that. Now you know, go to the security filtering like advanced and custom. Okay, let me show you that one more time. What you have to do, you have to go here, delegation tab. In the delegation tab, not necessary you should have the user. You can even add a group also. Okay, you can add the group and just add the group to that particular group. Then they will be also excluded from the whatever users are part of the group, they will be excluded from the GPO. Okay, so with this I think we have covered almost the complete topic, and now you know how to run the commands gp update slash force gp result. Or if you don't know anything switches, you just put gp result and it will only tell you what switches you need to use and what switch does what. Okay, so with this I think we are done with the group policy topic. Tomorrow we will work on the DNS. Okay, yeah, let me stop the recording.